Hello and welcome to Rockosaurus Rex, the channel where we review and discuss all things dinosaur and other prehistoric animals. How you guys doing out there? You see what we got going on before us? It's back at it. We took a small pause for the cause and reviewed a PNSO piece, the Megalosaurus. But now we're back at it with Beasts of the Mesozoic, Wave 2 of the Tyrannosaur series. And what we have here next up is the Lythronax. And I am definitely here for this. Lythronax is, besides being a Tyrannosaur, which as a lot of you who have been following me know, are my favorite groups of dinosaurs. But Lythronax is one of my favorite dinosaur names. Basically, if you have a name that doesn't end in saurus, I'm here for it. And especially if it ends in X. So, Lythronax, Saurophaganax, things of that nature. I just love the name. So, yeah. And this figure, I'm going to love even more than I love the name. I can already see that just looking at what is within this packaging. Anyway, you see that packaging. We've got artwork there on our right. No more sleeves. Got a Lythronax managed to clock a meal, a snack actually. It's a juvenile, a baby Diabloceratops in its mouth, and you see a whole bunch of them, herd of them behind him. So that's why he's in the position he's in, because he's got to get it and get out of there. Anyway, you've got the Beasts of the Mesozoic logo at the top. Then on the flip, You've got action figure artwork of the Lythronax. Down below you have the other figures in this wave. And we have a readout that will also be on the included collectible card. This reads Lythronax argestis, or Argestis, however you want to say it. Lythronax is the oldest known member of the family Tyrannosauridae and is known for its relatively short snout and a broad skull, similar to Bistiovisor and Teratophonius, who we just got through reviewing not that long ago, and distinctly forward-facing eyes, much like its future relative Tyrannosaurus rex. So, yep, binocular vision. Lythronax was the apex predator of its rich floodplain environment, which was shared with a variety of other species, including Diabloceratops, Hadrosaurs, and Ankylosaurs, and many early mammals and fish. The stats are it grew up to 8 meters or 26 feet. That's as far as we know. I believe a lot of the specimens, the fossils we have, are inconclusive in terms of how large it grew. We knew it grew to at least 26 feet, so that's what we've been going with. The weight is basically 2,800 pounds, so more or less a ton and a half almost. Location, Wild Weep Formation, southern Utah. The time period, 80.6 to 79.9 million years ago, late Cretaceous. And the features are it's 16 inches long, 22 points of articulation, optional fixed pose standing legs, 3 sets of interchangeable feet, posable wire in the end tail segment, and the detailed base with metal foot pin. As always with Beasts of the Mesozoic, their figures come with a backdrop included. This is no different. Only what is different is that this time the backdrop is a little bit more artsy, so to speak, and it has actual characters within. There's a herd of Diabloceratops in this shot. We get the other set of legs. These legs are articulated at the ankle and the foot joint, as well as where you connect at the knee. And we also get the articulated base. We've seen this base before, only with different paint apps. This time It's mostly like rock surface. In the center is got a green, mossy kind of texture to it, with some green in the slots of the rocks. And to go along with those additional legs, we get, of course, the other two pair of toes. Of course, you know the formula. We've got a pair of closed toes for when the foot is off the ground, and a pair of, we'll call them walkers. So they're like raising up, like if the animal is pushing off. And here's that informational card that's added. As you can see, it's the same artwork that we had on the front of the packaging, only there's more of it. Once again, the Lythronax snatched away Diabloceratops hatchling, and you can see Ma Dukes there in the background, not too happy, and the siblings of the unfortunate baby are back there as well. So here we have the star of the show, Lythronax itself, and looking pretty nice there. The color inspiration is from the black-chested spiny-tailed iguana, which is pretty interesting. You want to see what that looks like? Go look it up. You got phones. Go look that up. But anyhow, yeah, the coloration is looking very, very nice on this particular figure. I am loving it. It's not crazy flashy, though it is very, very intricate. Yeah, it's looking very nice from its head to its tail. Speaking head to tail, as noted, this is a 16-inch figure, 1/18 scale. Lythronax is reported to be estimated to be 26 feet long. The measurements that I just gave for the figure would calculate to this representing a 24-foot long animal. So it's kind of in there, but it would technically be a little bit small. So if you're in the camp that believe females are smaller than males, then this could be a female. A lot of people tend to think that Tyrannosaur females, at least with Tyrannosaurus Rex itself, the females were larger. I know that Scotty, the largest Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton we have, is they were able to tell that it was female. So that lends a lot of credence. So yeah, it could be that. Anyway, this figure is looking very nice with all its mishmash of different shades of brown and cream colors and everything like that. We're going to take a closer look at it. So starting at the head with our Lythronax, as stated previously, these animals had like short snouted skulls, as is reflected here, and just the overall anatomy, physiology of this animal. They were very, very robust, and you could tell they were built for power, not speed. And definitely in its head, you can see that it's made for just tearing things up, especially if I were to open its mouth, which I'm going to do now. It had some very nasty looking teeth. See if you could see that right there. And I'm quite sure it was doing horrendous things to its prey. Like I said, it was made for power, not speed, so it more than likely overpowered its prey. Anyhow, as far as the coloration goes, very great colors, very nice. The base is like a yellowish cream color, be like a vanilla. You know what I'm saying? And looking at the crest has got more of that. The yellow is more pronounced there. You've got a dry brush of brown, dark brown going over it, so that way the scales are more pronounced. The snout. This is might be a first. The snouts on the Tyrannosaurs have typically generally been darker than the rest of the face, but this go round it's technically it's darker because I can see some green in there, but no, not dark brown or black or anything like that. The eye red with black pupils, and you see how the black is streaking from the eye, almost like tears coming from. Then you got the top of the skull, you got some black and browns there, looking very nice around those crests. He's got those ridges above the eye, and they're looking, their coloration is hard for me to describe what I think that color is. It's kind of gray, but there are other colors mixed in with it. On the bottom jaw, you got yellows there, and then you've got those rustic browns. The throat looking real nice, all bunched up there, and you see on the hood sleeve there, which has been improved, by the way, with this wave of Tyrannosaurs. You can see the browns and the rustic browns. You get the same thing on the forelimbs. The claws on the paws there are painted gray. So we've moved away from the blacks, which kind of makes sense since this particular figure is painted with a darker color. You got more of those dark browns, and they get a little bit lighter, and then you have some more brown going down there along the belly. Looking at the top there, you've got the blacks, and then of course you've got those the vanilla streaks going right down the middle and bleeding over to both sides. The hind leg is the base is that vanilla color, and then you've got that rustic reddish brown. You've got the darker brown, and then it lightens up till you see the vanilla, and then there's a dry brush of green in there down below there at the calf muscle too. Pretty nice. Looking forward at the front of the feet, you have browns going down those scoots, and then of course those the claws on the toes painted gray as well. Then you've got the tail, and you see it's got that vanilla color throughout. You got the browns and spotting with the browns and the rustic reddish kind of browns, and it goes all the way to the tip of the tail, and the tail, the very tip, ends in the dark brown right there. Looking underneath, you got that cream color, vanilla color, and then you do have the greens, dry brushing. I don't really see any indication of a cloaca, so we may have missed the mark there. And got the dew claws over there. They're painted gray, so that's cool. And of course, on the other side, you've got more of the same. You got nice wrinkles. That dry brushing of the green in there brings out the scales, and yeah, looking pretty nice. And then of course we end back with the mouth there, and I showed the mouth earlier for the teeth, but I'll do it again. And he does have some pronounced teeth there, like two large incisors, like vampire teeth. And yeah, it looks like he had a very, very, very nasty bite. As far as the articulation goes, we saw about the mouth, and the tongue is articulated as well, goes up and down in there. The head moves independent of the neck, so you can get left, right, and some up, down. Like I was saying about that hood for the neck, it's been improved. You can get more range, as you could see right there. Very, very nice. Turn away so you can really see how nice that is. You got you can rotate it, and you can go up and down with it. Torso, get that out the way. Left, right, some up, down. The forelimbs, you've got rotation. It will flail out a great deal. You've got articulation at the elbow where it can go up, down, and it does swivel out. And the paws, they have articulation as well. They go in and out. And with the legs that come on the figure, these are the static legs. They bend at the knee. And I'll show you a little bit later the other one, but we already know. We're just going through it just in case somebody's new watching for the first time. And then, of course, the tail is in 3 sections. You have to attach it once you get everything out of packaging. So you've got to articulate with the tail, left, right, up and down. Second section, same deal, left, right, up and down. You could spin it if you wanted to in the third section, left, right, up and down, and it's bendy wire. So looking pretty nice there. Here's one of the additional legs, and the articulation, as I stated before, is at the, we'll call it the ankle. You see that you get articulation there, and then of course the feet, up, down, and it will swivel. And you connect at the knee. You see, just like with the static, you get articulation right there at the knee. We're going to demonstrate how that works. Hopefully this will pan out on, yep, we got that right. I was hoping. And then it goes in, and there you have it. Here we have our Lythronax on its base, and standing in its shadow is the Susky Tyrannus, its fellow wave mate. And now just moving up the size chain, we have another fellow wave mate. We have the Tyrannosaur. These guys look really good together. And now another fellow wave mate, we have Jersey's own, Joyzy's own, Dryptosaurus. I'm still loving the Dryptosaurus. There's something about the coloration and those forelimbs. And of course, we've got to get Big Daddy in the shot. We've got the very first offering for the Tyrannosaur series. And of course, the main man of the whole family. We're talking about Tyrannosaurus Rex. And of course, for scale, in order to see how large a Lythronax was compared to a human being, we have our very own Robert Muldoon of Jurassic Park fame. And you could see Lythronax was considerably of considerable size. At 20, this particular version, 24 feet is the representation. And here's a scene that I have anxiously been waiting to create ever since I got the Diabloceratops and the babies. It's great that most of the Ceratopsian series and the Tyrannosaur series, they have their counterparts, so make great dioramas, kind of like what you see here. This is, as you could see, Lythronax snatched away an unfortunate sibling of the other two baby Diabloceratops, and Ma Dukes really isn't happy about it. And I actually think that's a good place to end this review with this particular scene right here. This is what it's all about, everybody. Being able to make dios with figures that have articulation. This is what I've been hoping for, and I'm very glad for it. And it's going to continue because we have more Tyrannosaurs that match up with their Ceratopsian counterparts, and I am here for it. Anyway, what do you guys think about Lythronax, Beast of the Mesozoic, Creative Beast Studios? This review, this channel, put them down in the comments below. Also, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, please, if you want to be notified when I upload another video, which the next one will be a Beast of the Mesozoic Tyrannosaur. Hit the notification and you will be so notified. On behalf of the Lythronax, and my sympathies going out to the Diabloceratops family. We both would like to say to you guys, thanks for rocking with us, and take care.